Hello, my name is Matt Robison. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Psychology here at the University of Notre Dame. And what I'm holding in my hand is a piece of equipment that I use in my lab to understand the fundamental mechanisms underlying human cognition. So this is an eye tracker, and the way these eye trackers work is they're embedded with cameras. And those cameras emit infrared light which bounces off people's eyes, and using the information that comes back to the eye tracker, we can determine where people are looking and the width or diameter of their pupil. And we use both of those pieces of information to make inferences about the cognitive processes that they're undergoing when we ask them to remember something or pay attention or to solve a problem. Now what's cool about this is that most people think that the pupil's main role is to determine how much light can get into the eye, and that is its primary role. But what we've also learned over the years that the pupil dilates and constricts to a lot of other things as well. It dilates when you're feeling stressed or anxious. It's part of the nervous system. It also dilates when you're exerting attention or cognitive effort or trying to commit something to memory. So we use that information to determine what sort of cognitive processes people are using when we ask them to remember something or we ask them to pay attention or solve a problem. The third thing that we use pupillometry for is to look at how people are regulating their arousal. We can determine whether people are mind-wandering and experiencing an attentional lapse just based on how wide or narrow their pupil is in those moments. And if we can learn a lot about how the eyes are behaving in coordination with cognition, we can use that information to optimize cognitive performance for people. What's different about our lab compared to a lot of other labs that use eye trackers is simply the fact that we have a lot of these. We have 12 eye trackers that we can use at any given moment to collect data from people. And in the studies that we run, we often need hundreds of people to get reliable estimates of what we're interested in. In a lab where you only have one eye tracker, it might take you years to run a study like that. But with the advantage of having a dozen of these at our disposal, we can collect data for a study like that in just a few months.